Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. My name's Ellis and I'll be your host for today's quiz, which is all about the 1950s, 60s and 70s. This quiz consists of 100 questions, and those questions can turn into points. From 0 to 100, you can receive a Quiz Class award based on how many points you scored. So let us know how you rank in the comments at the end. Good luck, let's get started with question 1. In which decade were the first Generation X babies born? The 1950s, 60s or 70s? So you get 3 multiple choice options, you need to choose the correct one. And for question 1, the correct answer is 1960s. Question 2. Who starred alongside Robert Redford in the 1973 movie The Way We Were? Barbara Streisand, Bette Midler or Jane Fonda? The answer is Barbara Streisand. Question 3. What was the name of the band Phil Collins was a member of? Rush, Mona Lisa or Genesis? Phil Collins was the drummer in Genesis. Question 4. Swiss model Ursula Andress starred alongside Sean Connery in which James Bond movie? Dr. No, From Russia with Love or Diamonds Are Forever? The answer is Dr. No. Question 5. In what decade was cigarette advertisements banned on TV in the United Kingdom? The 50s, 60s or the 70s? The correct answer is the 1960s. Who is credited with popularising the miniskirt in the 60s? Mary Quant, Farrah Fawcett or Twiggy? The miniskirt was popularised by Mary Quant. Question 7. Who sang the hit 50s song Why Do Fools Fall in Love? The Platters, the Coasters or the Teenagers? The answer is the Teenagers. Question 8. In which city did Martin Luther King Jr. deliver his I Have a Dream speech? Los Angeles, Washington DC or New York? The correct answer is Washington DC. 9. Can you complete the Bellamy Brothers song, Let Your What Flow? Feelings, emotions or love? The answer is Let Your Love Flow. Question 10. What was the name of the iconic disco club in New York City that became a cultural craze? Studio 54, Marquee or Soho? The answer we're looking for is Studio 54. What song is synonymous with Jimi Hendrix's performance at Woodstock? Blowin' in the Wind, Star Spangled Banner or All Along the Watchtower? The answer is Star Spangled Banner. What was the name of the rat Michael Jackson sang about in 1972? Bert, Bex or Ben? The answer is Ben. Question 13. Good Vibrations and California Girls are 1960s songs by which band? The Beach Boys, the Monkees, or the Mamas and the Papas? The answer is the Beach Boys. Question 14. What type of carpet was popular in living rooms during the 1970s? A Persian carpet, a loop pile carpet, or a shag carpet? The answer is a shag carpet. 15. Bertha Franklin shot and killed which 1950s star? Hank Williams, Sam Cooke, or Ritchie Valens? It was Sam Cooke who was shot and killed by Bertha Franklin. In what year was John F. Kennedy assassinated? 1963, 1965, or 1967? President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in 1963. Which company published the 70s video game Pong? Coleco, Atari, or Magnavox? The answer is Atari. Who sang the hit 50s song Rock Around the Clock? The Big Bopper, Jerry Lee Lewis, or Bill Haley and the Comets? The correct answer is Bill Haley and the Comets. Question 19. Which of these bands were nicknamed the Fab Four? The Kinks, the Beatles, or the Rolling Stones? The Fab Four obviously refers to John, Paul, Ringo and George, the Beatles. The Flintstones and the Jetsons were created by who? Warner Brothers, Hanna-Barbera, or Walter Lantz? The answer is Hanna-Barbera. What was the name of John Travolta's character in the 1977 movie Saturday Night Fever? Was he called Tony, Frankie, or Bobby? The answer is Tony. Can you complete the name of the classic 50s TV show? Dobie, Reed, Gillis, or Days? Dobie Gillis is the answer. Question 23. Good Morning Starshine and Aquarius are from which 60s musical? Hello Dolly, Help, or Hair? The answer is Hair. We hope you're enjoying the quiz so far. We're on to question 24 next. All the President's Men in a 1976 movie covering which event? Watergate scandal, moon landing, or Cuban Missile Crisis? What event does All the President's Men cover? The answer is Watergate scandal. Who sang Cookie Cookie Lend Me Your Comb? Tommy Sands, Bobby Vee, or Ed Burns? The answer is Ed Burns. What was the name of the mum in the TV show The Brady Bunch? Alice, Carol, or Wendy? The answer is Carol. What type of animal was the cartoon character Quick Draw McGraw? A dog, a bear, or a horse? Quick Draw McGraw was a horse. What toy introduced in the 1960s allowed kids to cook using a light bulb as a heating element? Easy bake oven, easy peasy oven, or a bake easy oven? The answer is an easy bake oven. Question 29. Who sang the unforgettable song I Want to Hold Your Hand? The Yardbirds, the Velvet Underground, or the Beatles? And the answer is the Fab Four again, it's the Beatles. The 1979 comedy movie Breaking Away featured which sport? Skateboarding, cycling, or roller skating? The answer is cycling. Woody Woodpecker is a classic cartoon character made by who? Walter Lantz, Walt Disney, or Looney Tunes? Woody Woodpecker was made by Walter Lantz. What was Bob Dylan's original surname? Bernstrom, Horowitz, or Zimmerman? Bob Dylan's original surname was Zimmerman. In which movie did Audrey Hepburn play the character Eliza Doolittle? My Fair Lady, Roman Holiday, or Breakfast at Tiffany's? The answer is My Fair Lady. From which country were the band The Bee Gees born? Australia, United Kingdom, or Canada? The Bee Gees were born in the United Kingdom. Who played the role of Norman Bates in the classic 60s movie Psycho? Anthony Perkins, Leo Carroll, or Tab Hunter? Norman Bates was played by Anthony Perkins in Psycho. Thunder Only Happens When It's Raining is from which iconic Fleetwood Mac song? Everywhere, Landslide, or Dreams? The answer is Dreams. In which decade did comedy legends Monty Python first hit TV screens? The 1950s, 60s, or 70s? The answer is the 1960s. In Star Wars, what is the name of Han Solo's spaceship? Intergalactic Eagle, Ebon Hawk, or Millennium Falcon? In Star Wars, Han Solo flies around in the Millennium Falcon. Go-Go's were a type of what popular 60s fashion item? Boots, sunglasses, or miniskirt? Refer to them as their full name and it will give you your answer. Go-Go Boots. Question 40. What was the band ABBA's highest charting song? Dancing Queen, The Winner Takes It All, or Fernando? An interesting question there. What was their highest charting song? I suppose it had to be. The answer is Dancing Queen. Who directed the iconic horror movie Jaws? Ken Russell, Steven Spielberg, or Roman Polanski? Celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, the director of Jaws was Steven Spielberg. Which athlete married Marilyn Monroe in 1954? Joe DiMaggio, Johnny Unitas, or Mickey Mantle? In 1954, Marilyn Monroe married Joe DiMaggio. In the movie Rocky, what is Rocky's profession? Is he a train ticketer? Is he a meat packer? Or is he a debt collector? In the movie Rocky, Rocky's profession is a debt collector. A popular skirt in the 1950s was named a which dog? Pomeranian, Poodle, or Chihuahua? The answer is a poodle. Which sitcom featured the character Archie Bunker? All in the Family, The Odd Couple, or The Honeymooners? Archie Bunker appeared in the sitcom All in the Family. Question 46. What was the name of the Addams family's giant butler? Fester, Lurch, or Thing? Well, Fester was the uncle, Thing was the hand, Lurch was the giant butler. Pillbox was a popular type of what fashion item in the 1960s? Bag, belt, or hat? Pillbox was a popular type of hat in the 1960s. The answer is hat. What caused the oil crisis in 1979? Iranian Revolution, Suez Canal crisis, or Watergate scandal? The answer is Iranian Revolution. Can you complete the title of this classic song by Procol Harum? A Whiter Shade of Love, Wonder, or Pale? The song we're talking about is called A Whiter Shade of Pale. The answer is Pale. Question 50. Who sang the iconic 60s country song Mama Tried? Terry Riley, Merle Haggard, or Willie Nelson? This is the halfway point of this quiz. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can be notified on all of our upcoming videos. The answer to question 50 is Merle Haggard. Question 51. How many students were killed at the Kent State shooting in 1970? 2, 3, or 4? A horrific news story. The answer to question 51 is 4. Question 52. Can you name the 70s movie that co-starred a ginger-haired cat named Jones? Alien, Coolie High, or Dirty Harry? The answer is Alien. Question 53. Who sang the song Brown Eyed Girl? Simon and Garfunkel, Van Morrison, or Bob Dylan? The answer is Van Morrison. 54. In which city did the Woodstock concert take place? New York, Los Angeles, or New Jersey? The answer is New York. Which band sang the song Bad Moon Rising? Jefferson Airplane, Sly and the Family Stone, or Creedence Clearwater Revival? The correct answer is Creedence Clearwater Revival. What was the name of Dennis the Menace's grumpy neighbour? Mr. Wilson, Mr. Gordon, or Mr. Jefferson? Dennis the Menace had a grumpy neighbour, and that neighbour was called Mr. Wilson. Who sang the beloved 1950s song, The Great Pretender? The Penguins, the Platters, or the Flamingos? The Great Pretender was sang by the Platters. Which band released the iconic rock opera The Wall in 1979? Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath, or Led Zeppelin? The answer is Pink Floyd. What was the name of the popular dance craze popularised by Chubby Checker? The shake, the mashed potato, or the twist? The answer is the twist. Question 60. Who did Muhammad Ali fight in the Rumble in the Jungle boxing match? Joe Frazier, George Foreman, or Larry Holmes? The answer is George Foreman. What colour lipstick was a fashion trend in the 1960s, popularised by the Ronettes? White, pink, or peach? The answer is white. What was the first horror movie to receive a Best Picture Oscar nomination? Psycho, The Exorcist, or Black Sunday? And still today, horror movie nominations are few and far between, but the answer then was The Exorcist. What is the name of the car with a mind of its own in the 1968 comedy film The Love Bug? Is the car called Herbie, Shelby, or Derby? The answer is Herbie. Who starred alongside Ryan O'Neal in the 1970 movie Love Story? Julie Garfield, Joanna Cameron, or Ali MacGraw? The answer is Ali MacGraw. 65. What was the first single released by Pink Floyd in 1967? Arnold Lane, Learning to Fly, or Wish You Were Here? The first single released by Pink Floyd in 1967 was Arnold Lane. How many members of the Partridge Family were there? 5, 6, or 7? The answer is 7. Can you complete the name of this song by the Lovin' Spoonful? Summer in the Slammer, City, or Sunshine? The answer is Summer in the City. Which song famously featured a yellow polka dot bikini? Surfin' USA, Under the Boardwalk, or Itsy Bitsy? The answer is Itsy Bitsy. In what decade was the first woman launched into outer space? 1950s, 1960s, or 1970s? The answer is the 1960s. Question 70. What was the name of the electronic memory game featuring lights? Simon, Dave, or Memes? The answer is Simon. Who sang the song Respect that became a civil rights anthem? Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin, or Tina Turner? The answer is Aretha Franklin. Question 72. Who played the male lead in the classic 50s movie The Quiet Man? Gregory Peck, Sean Connery, or John Wayne? In The Quiet Man, the lead was played by John Wayne. Who became the Prime Minister of the UK in 1976? Margaret Thatcher, James Callaghan, or Harold Wilson? The answer is James Callaghan. 74. Who sang the classic 50s song All I Have to Do Is Dream? Jackie Wilson, The Chords, or the Everly Brothers? All I Have to Do Is Dream was a song by the Everly Brothers. In which decade was the birth control pill approved in the USA for contraceptive use? 1950s, 60s, or 70s? The correct answer is the 1960s. Question 76. The boot, the thimble, and the top hat are all pieces of which popular board game? Monopoly, Kaplunk, or Clue? The correct answer is Monopoly. A bouffant was a popular type of what in the 1960s? Cake, hairstyle, or dress? It does sound like it could be all three, but a bouffant was a popular type of hairstyle. Who sang the song Like a Rolling Stone? Was that Elvis Presley, the Rolling Stones, or Bob Dylan? The answer is Bob Dylan. 79. In what year did the Cuban Missile Crisis take place? 1960, 1961, or 1962? Really testing your year knowledge with this question. Do you know the answer? The answer is 1962. Very well done if you got that one right. Can you complete the title of the Shirley and Lee song, Let the Good Times Boogie, Roll, or Unfurl? Let the Good Times Roll. The answer is Roll. What was the name of the iconic hairstyle popularised by the Beatles? Mop top, bowl top, or touzled top? The answer is the mop top. 82. Who played the lead role in the 1973 movie Soylent Green? Kirk Douglas, Yul Brynner, or Charlton Heston? In Soylent Green, the lead role was played by Charlton Heston. Who sang the unforgettable 60s song Piece of My Heart? Janis Joplin, Peggy March, or Leslie Gore? The answer is Janis Joplin. In which decade was the game Twister released? 1950s, 60s, or 70s? The game Twister was first released in the 1960s. Which actress starred in the 1963 movie Contempt? Zsa Gabor, Claudia Cardinale, or Brigitte Bardot? The answer is Brigitte Bardot. Can you complete the name of this Jimi Hendrix song? All Along the Highway, Watchtower, or Riviera? If you've been paying attention, this song title has appeared elsewhere in the quiz today. The answer is Watchtower. 87. In what year was Richard Nixon forced to resign as President of the United States? 1974, 75, or 76? Another one where we're really having those close dates that you've got to work out. Richard Nixon was forced to resign as president in 1974. What groovy 70s accessory was said to be able to tell the future? A mood ring, a lava lamp, or a magic 8-ball? The answer is a magic 8-ball. Question 89. Which country hosted the 1976 Summer Olympics? United States, Canada, or Japan? The correct answer is Canada. Which of these disco divas sang the hit 70s song I Feel Love? Donna Summer, Dionne Warwick, or Diana Ross? The answer is Donna Summer. 10 questions left. In which decade did the Rubik's Cube first come out? The 50s, 60s, or 70s? Another one of these guess the decade questions. This time for the Rubik's Cube. The answer is the 1970s. 92. Who played Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars movies? John Schneider, Mark Hamill, or Bobby Sherman? The correct answer is Mark Hamill. In what year did the Beatles officially split up? 1970, 1972, or 1974? The answer is 1970. Fred the Basset Hound is a beloved character in which of these movies? Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Midnight Cowboy, or Smokey and the Bandit? The answer is Smokey and the Bandit. Who sang the emotional song Are You Lonesome Tonight? Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, or Dean Martin? The answer that we're looking for question 95 is Elvis Presley. Which of these movies earned director Mel Brooks an Oscar award in 1969? Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, or The Producers? The answer is The Producers. Don't touch the hair is an iconic line from which of these movies? Saturday Night Fever, Animal House, or Grease? Don't touch the hair is an iconic line from Saturday Night Fever. Who sang the iconic song What a Wonderful World? Nat King Cole, Louis Armstrong, or Otis Redding? Well, with the huskiest voice out there, the answer is Louis Armstrong. Question 99. Who sang the Rockin' 50s song Whole Lotta Shaking Going On? Gene Vincent, Richie Valens, or Jerry Lee Lewis? The answer is Jerry Lee Lewis. And question 100. Which animals were the focus of both 70s movies Willard and Ben? Rats, pigs, or dogs? Willard and Ben. The answer is rats. And we always finish around here with a bonus question. In what year did the first man walk on the moon? Let us know the answer in the comments, and whilst you're there, let us know how many points you scored and which quiz class Einstein reward you have received. If you got 85 to 100, you're a champion, 70 to 84, master, 50 to 69, enthusiast, 30 to 49, apprentice, and 0 to 29, an explorer. Let us know how you ranked in the comments below. Thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe and like and hit that bell icon to be notified on all of our upcoming videos. But if you can't wait for those, there are already lots of quizzes already uploaded that you can go and play right now. So why not dive straight back into another one? My name's Ellis. Thanks once again for joining us today at Quiz Class. We'll see you next time.